everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Happy New Year, everybody. In today's late season matchup, we have two teams who have victory on their minds. It's the Lions going up against the Packers. So for the call of this week 17 matchup, let's send it out to our broadcast team, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Larry, from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL, there's a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers. One back is Lacey, and he'll get it up the middle, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. So the Lions go backwards there, and unfortunately that's something they saw a lot in 2015. They had the fewest rushing yards of any team in the NFL.
And it's one of those dubious titles that no one really wants to claim. Even teams who say, well, I don't worry about running it because we throw it all the time. Being able to run it when you want to is a key to success in the NFL. And Detroit struggled doing that.
Manning to throw on second down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover. And when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Lacey. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
They stay on the ground on first down with Lacey. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And if this offense is going to flow today, certainly the running back will be a key piece.
Without a doubt, because they asked their runner to not just do that, but to block, to catch, to help set a tone for their offense.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now Manning throwing on second down. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. A first carry now for Adrian Peterson. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed. And that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
Let's go. Manziel. And complete to a guy the Lions remember well, Richard Rodgers. And he's going to be marked down deep in Detroit territory. And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the first down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning. And then it's about execution. So they put it all together in practice. Okay, this is what we think we're going to see. This is how they get to it. And then when the game comes, read it and attack it.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16.
Ezekiel Ziggy Ansah with a tackle for loss. Just think he's still learning the game of football. Didn't play a heck of a lot of it in his native country, and at BYU was just scratching the surface before he hit the NFL.
Yeah, from Ghana, where he really liked soccer and basketball, but football's okay for him, right?
Yeah, I think it's worked out very well. Drafted on potential, he's realizing it here.
Now Manziel, rush coming, and he's taken down. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Here's Manziel. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Now Mason Crosby for the Packers field goal try. And this a 39-yard attempt. And Crosby puts it through. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So the folks here in the stands this afternoon, they're happy about that when their guys get the early advantage after the opening drive field goal.
And they should be happy. Their guys look good getting down the field, and that's got to give them hope that good things are in store here today.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Dancing to his left. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it's a 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 2nd down, here's Manning. He'll set up the screen to Lacey. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Throwing on 1st down is Manning. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. And a peek at the defense for the Packers.
Demarius Randall's a versatile player. Played both safety and cornerback in college. They're using those same skills in the NFL.
2nd down now after the pass completion. Manning to throw on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Again, it's Manning. Eluding the pressure right. He can run. And now the ball comes out. Manning lost it. And the Packers pick it up. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They'll come up now with a clock showing 3 seconds to go here in the first. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And he will possibly get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On the other hand, it will definitely take us to the end of the first quarter of play. And ready now for 2nd and 9. They come out here in the eye. On 2nd down, Peterson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackle was there right away for a loss of yardage. 3rd and 11, 5 in the secondary now.
Nickel look. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Partner, we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Manning going to try and throw on 3rd down. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And a great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
I feel like Eli Manning has just gone from downfield bomber to a guy who can complete everything.
He can hit him underneath now, can't he?
Yeah, we just saw that there with that pass completion. The maturity of a veteran, taking what the defense will give him.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. From midfield, here's Manning. Deep drop. And it's brought in by Eric Decker. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. We heard them talk before the game about utilizing the intermediate passing game this week. It works for them there. They move the chains.
And we saw them work on it in practice as well. And most teams take a period at a time to work on different things. They put a couple of periods of work into the intermediate passing game, and now we know exactly why. They got the look that they were seeking, and they were able to take advantage of it.
One back is Lacey. To throw, it's Manning. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll come out in the pistol. Now Manziel. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Room here to run. Evades the tackler, and now some space. Past the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Adrian Peterson, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Detroit getting set to go now. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
On 2nd down, Lacey. And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now Manning. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
This is taken at the 23. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Here's Manziel. He's got his man, Jared Abbrederis. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they could do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Manziel. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
The screen was executed and completed, but where's the worry on the play? How many times is a quarterback going to get hit? Because offensive linemen have to do an acting job of making sure it looks like they're whiffing on blocks. But you got to slow them down a little bit, because if you don't, that's a lot of big guys.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Defense has to stand tall here. 3rd and 1. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. The defense came out with a look that they had prepped for all week to attack. They took advantage, got the first down.
And the key words in there, prep for all week. They really studied them, understood their tendencies, knew what they liked to do, and prepared their game plan accordingly. And, boy, the payoff was good.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will give them a 12-point lead. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. The third quarter starts with a run by Peterson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think the easy thing now would be to just abandon the run and start throwing the football at all costs. But I've been in so many games where it doesn't work running the ball, it doesn't work running the ball, and then something pops, and now you get something going. I'm not so sure to just abandon your game plan this early in the second half.
It's caught by Abradaris. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
3rd and inches, just turn around, hand it to the big guy, and let him plow forward and pick up a first down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often.
Yeah, that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
To me, that's a superior play by the backer because he was allowed to, I think, run free on it and make that play. His defensive linemen, they covered things down for him because offensive guys, the linemen, what they're trying to do, as you know, is block the guy at the point of attack and then climb to the next level and get the linebacker. And you're not allowed to climb. You got a free hitter, and that's what we saw there. And a really nice play resulted for them.
A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And Richard Rodgers makes the grab, and let's face it, it's going to follow him the rest of his career. The Hail Mary he caught to beat the Lions in 2015 in Detroit, pretty memorable play.
Those Lions fans, they just don't like you right now if they heard that.
I didn't mean to bring it up to, pull the Band-Aid off the wound there. I was just trying to praise Richard Rodgers. Yeah, they're going to be mad at me.
A 10th carry now for Peterson. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They run again with Peterson. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. They're trying to establish that running game, but they're really, really having trouble, aren't they?
Yeah, when you're running against a really good 4-3 defense, that means you've got big guys inside who control things. Those big defensive tackles are making it very difficult to find open space.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Watch it now, Barney. Watch it now, Barney. Barney, Thurber. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56 now. Detroit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And it is incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Lions will take over. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the 2nd half. Manning now on 1st down. Right side, there's Decker. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
It's complete to Golden Tate. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Manning going to throw and able to find Decker. It's a 10-yard pickup and it moves the chains.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. fresh set of downs here. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Manning now on first down. And he's got Decker, left side. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. On 2nd down, here's Manning. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he's brought down. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Now a first down carry. It's Lacy. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. The tackle will be credited to Jake Ryan.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
Manning to throw on 3rd and 1. This will be caught at about the 6. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. And the seemingly endless drive continues. Shift together here from the D-line. Shotgun now for Manning. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Kenny Clark in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They come out here in the eye. Manning to throw on 2nd down. And Ebron's got it. Touchdown, Lions. Eric Ebron, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions have got it back to a 1-score game. And he's got it up and through. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Here comes Montgomery now to return it. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Manziel over the middle. Rodgers has it. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, It used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
They come out here in the eye. They come up in an offset eye. Handoff comes to Peterson. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
It's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
6 yards to go here on second down. Again, Peterson. And they'll stop him right. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So they run it on second down. Now let's see what third down brings here for the offense. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Open man, the tight end Rodgers. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain.
I don't know whether I want to be a fly on the wall or not when they hear the explanation of how one of the bigger targets on the field, the tight end could be that wide open and uncovered downfield. Who blew that assignment?
Somebody did.
No doubt about it. There's no way you're not going to account for him.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. So the penalty by the offense, and now they face a 1st and 15. Following the penalty, it's Peterson. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Another tote for the workhorse here this afternoon. Peterson, only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 15 to be exact. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Here's Jacob Shum now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it. And Detroit getting set to go now. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
Now let's go.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Now Manziel. And no way to get loose that time as Manziel goes down. They win game number 9, which was their target number in the final game of the year.
And for some teams, that's the best thing that they can do. Achieve their goals. Everyone always talks about getting to the playoffs, winning more games than that. I understand that. But for some teams, getting things going in the right direction to hit their goal, I think that's fantastic. Something to build on.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.